equals to 100%, then my timer one should stop. And then when the timer one stops, it should pop up another form. So I'll say that frm login.show. Then I say me.hide, or just type hide. It will work. It all works the same. Hide or me.hide. They all work the same. Okay, so that is it. This is the code for that. So when I start this, you see that automatically it will be loading. So you can see that it's loading. But this one is not loading. The plugin I added is not loading. So as soon as it reaches to 100%, it will just, pop up this login screen for me. All right, so let me go back to the login. And then let me set the start position to center screen. Okay, so let's go back here. So I will say that my progress bar one, my SQLAD progress bar, which is my plugin progress bar dot value, equals to my progress bar I have dot 8 value. So this is how the code works. So when I start this, you will then see that my progress bar is being loading very, very, very beautiful and very, very nice. So this is how it works. I believe you can see the progress. It is very beautiful. So what I will do is I will then go back to my main form, and then I will replace this on this. So I now have it like this, and everything is done. So I can now start it once again, and it will be working. Now you can see that my system is very, very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. I believe you can see what I'm doing. Mr. James.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you following me?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
Someone is talking now.
For this cancel code, we will say that application.exit. So this is our text box one, and this is our text box two. So let's go into the login. We will say that if text box one dot text equals to text box two dot text equals to nothing, then it should pop up a message box telling us that no username or password found. And on this, we would like to use a message box style, which is critical. And then after that, we will say that it's error. It will pop up an error. So this is it. Message box does show blah, 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 error. After that, we will say that our else if text box one dot text equals to nothing, then it should pop up a message box telling us that no user name found. And our message box style should be critical. And then our heading should be error. Else, if our text box two dot text equals to nothing, then it should pop up a message box telling us that no password found. Then we will just say that MSG box style. We will need credit card. Good. So from here we will say that else if text box 1 dot text equals to my password, which is my username admin, and text box 2 dot text equals to admin, which is my password, then it should pop up a message, right? But before the message, okay, it will pop up a message saying that logged in successful. And then I need a message box style. This time I need information. And I will say that logged in, just something like that. After that, I will then say that, let me choose 150 so that you see all the codes. After that, I will then say that frm home.show me.hide. But before that, then we come to else. We will say that it should pop up a message. If the person didn't type the correct username or password, we will say that message box will tell the person that invalid username or password found. And then we will get a message box which is critical, and then we will say that it's error. All right, so that is it. Let's test it out and let's see. Please, are you following?
Yes, we are following.
Yes, we are following.
Okay, so this is it. Now you can see that I now have my login. I can then say that the username will be admin, as I said. But first of all, let's try not to put anything here to say that no username or password found. So we need to input something in the username. To say that no password found, we need to input something in the password and then clear the text box. No username found. So you add a default, then it will say that invalid username or password found. So unless you add the correct one, and the correct one is admin, and the password is admin. So you can see that login successfully, and then I have my main form. That is awesome. So we are good to go. Let me add one more thing, and then I think so let me add a checkbox. I can add any of these and it's gonna work, right? But I would like to add this. And I think let's see the font size. Let me see if I choose okay. Let's choose 18. But I'd like to put this down. Okay, so let me clear all the text. And let me put this here. So for that one, it's gonna be like when you check on this, let me give you one typical example. Then you know how you know what I'm really talking about. When I check that one, it's gonna show my password character, or it's not gonna show my password character. When you look at my diagram carefully, you will see that it's not showing the text. But I want, when I check on this, it should reveal my letters for me. So this is how I'm going to do it. Double click on this. We will double click on this, and we will say that if our checkbox 1 dot checked equals to true, then our text box 2 dot password char equals to star. Else, we will say that our text box 2 dot password char equals to nothing. Just like that. So let's test it out and see how best it works. Yeah. Mr. James.
Yes, I'm Eichmann. Ike.
Mr. James, my time as well was me enamico.
Okay, fine. So this one adds up to 2 videos. This one adds up to 2 videos. So let me quickly just check whether the first video is over. Let me see. Okay.
So this is the way we tina anka aka arrangement na be arrange no home page no ne TikTok be input but no we can't take them through because they already have the videos, so they should work along with it. Why?
Appman.
Yeah.
Appman.
Yeah, meet your account.
You got 2 videos. You got 2 videos. Internet enough for today. But don't forget, we are going it only 5 days. So developing the interface is important, and encoding is important. Na content. But I know about you, guys.
Okay.
I think we will end here. We will end here so that we can probably give the video tutorials to go back. Even if already give you the tutorials, but maybe once this one is teaching process, you may like to have it, so we'll give it to you. There are 2 videos, so we'll continue tomorrow. If you have any question to ask, but I am interested in the 20 CD, what do you call it, plugins. So maybe as we move on, we may get a particular area that the plugin will be very important. So the few minutes left, explain the plugins very well. Where are we going to use it? Apart from the close button and a few buttons.
There are a lot of stuffs in there which we can use. All I can say is they should prepare themselves and get one. And if they get one, for our next lesson we are going to do, which is what we will be starting sooner or later, we will not be using default buttons and default objects. We will be using the plugin as a whole. So it's advisable for them to get the plugin as well, because after that it is going to be a beautiful interface. You will be even amazed. It is going to be fantastic. So I think it's quite interested. It's quite good for them to get the plugin. So I think yes, I think it's good. It's good for them to get it. It's good for them to get it. Yes. So, Mr. James, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, hold on. Ike,